This is Dabu7. A heads up here for another sky event. This time, the super flower blood moon lunar eclipse. It's going to be popping off this Sunday. And this is where the Earth's shadow is going to cover the moon. It's going to cast this orange to red color on it. And this is where you get the blood moon talk. And I've covered this many times in the past. There's been blood moon tetrads, triads, and tetrads where they come in a series. And these are significant to certain groups out there. Now, totality is going to occur, and that is when the moon is entirely in the Earth's shadow. It will begin at 11:29 p.m. on May 15th. It's going to last until 12:53, early morning hour of May 16th. Now, this one itself will be the first of 2 lunar eclipses that are going to happen this year. So if you don't catch this one, maybe you can catch the other one. The next one will be on November 8th. But I will be sharing images. Make sure to share yours with me as well. If you get some killer shots out there, hit me up, dabu7@yahoo.com. Share them on Twitter or kick them out on the live streams. So look forward to seeing what you guys catch. But again, a heads up here for this event that's going to happen this weekend. Hopefully, we have some clear skies. I'll leave links below. It's been Dabu7. Eyes to the sky.
Hey, Shalom Akim Halamam. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rukakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel, for lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Akim Mahaloya, coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. Quite common video, okay, reporting on the signs and times. As the men of the Lord, the prophets, once again, we are to speak on these things before the coming of our Lord and Savior, who you ignorantly call Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shai in Hebrew. What you see here is a super flower blood moon, which is considered a lunar eclipse. Okay, a lunar eclipse, which means that the parts of the Earth and the moon and the sun, it kind of collides and it creates a reddish hue. Okay, which we know as a blood moon. Okay, now we know according to the scriptures, these are signs, okay, that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come back and destroy this place and bring out various judgments, man, all right? But yet, you got guys out there that's worried about, well, the new covenant, we're in a new covenant. Well, if we was in a new covenant, for one thing, we'll have the new bodies. We'll be perfect in our perfection. We wouldn't still be going off. But see, you guys are not knowing the scriptures, and, you know, you niggas are looking for attention, all right? But you're not going to get any attention from us because you guys are reprobates, man, all right? So stop tagging me in your little punk-ass 3-minute videos. We've already broken down on what covenant we're still in, all right? When Yahweh Shai comes back, that's when we're going to be fully engulfed in the glory, and we're not going to go off again. But you niggas are teaching that we're in a new covenant. Well, if we're in a new covenant, then why the hell you niggas are going off? Okay, and for one thing, you guys don't have the Spirit, okay, because you're worried about what we're teaching. Then again, you may be some disgruntled, butthurt castaways that got kicked out the camp, and now you niggas want to sow discord. But whatever, man, y'all can have it. I'm just tell you straightforward, the Most High is going to start fucking a lot of you niggas up, okay, because a lot of you jakes are straight up reprobate. But regardless of that, man, we're going to focus on prophecy, and we ain't going to give our energy and time to a bunch of fucking young misfits that don't know the scriptures. All right, keep thinking what y'all want to think, and we'll see who's right in the end. But anyway, going into the super flower blood moon lunar eclipse is coming Sunday night. It says, here's what you need to know. Okay, and it makes sense now because, hey, we're in a time of all hell breaking loose, pestilence, famine. They're telling you straightforward that famines are going to commence. Okay, and we're actually in the stages of it now as we speak. Gas prices at an all-time high. This is the highest since I've lived in the state of Missouri. Gas prices being $4, I've never seen it that high. Okay, on average, since I've been here, we've ran into, I want to say, what, $1.99, $2.14, and I think the most I've ever paid was probably $2.89, which is still relatively cheap. when you're coming from, you know, a Midwestern city like Chicago, okay? And I believe at the point of time I got here, gas was like $3.36. That was still fairly cheap for paying damn near $5 to $6 from the East Coast, man, or Chicago, which is the Midwest. All right, but now gas prices is on average $4. And you idiots here in America, man, you don't see the storm coming. Okay, here you think, oh well, this is normal because it's getting hot outside. But even in a state like Missouri and Kansas, gas haven't been this much. Now back during 2008, I'm not sure. You know, it could have been, but I wasn't living here to tell that. But regardless, these are nothing more the signs that Yahweh Bashim and Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come back and judge this planet, man. He's getting ready to judge you people first and foremost. All right. So anyway, it says a super flower blood moon, and that's Esau. He got to put his twist and his cute terms and paraphrases on shit. Okay, when it just really considered a blood moon. Okay, a lunar eclipse. Okay, because we know the moon or the lunar goes into the moon. But it says a super flower blood moon lunar eclipse will be coming to the night sky on Sunday, and the scriptures goes into these things. It says a lunar eclipse occurs when the earth is between the full moon and the sun, but during the eclipse the moon will receive only its sunlight bent through the earth's atmosphere and will change color over minutes from gray to pink to orange and red. It says earth's shadow covers the moon, which often has red color, hence the moon blood nickname or blood moon nickname. It says although it's completely in the shadow of the earth, a bit of reddish sunlight reaches the moon. It says the eclipse will begin when an earth shadow appears on the moon at 10:27 p.m. Sunday evening, and over the course of the hour the shadow will creep across the moon, plunging the lunar surface into darkness, okay, or totality, or when the moon is entirely in the earth's shadow, will occur from 11:29 p.m. May 15th to 12:53 a.m. May 16th. It says you don't need special glasses or gizmos to view the spectacle, unlike the solar eclipse, so feel free, blase, blase, blase. But it says the eclipse will be visible in total phase from portions of Americas, Antarctica, Europe, Africa, and the East Pacific, according to space.com. Okay, and it says this will be of the first two lunar eclipses in 2022. So the next one will occur November 18th. So you see these signs? Okay, now these are the ones that Esau has picked up. But if you look this up years ago, I don't think these even popped up on Esau's satellites. Okay, and then, you know, who's to say that we won't have any next year? Because he could kind of foresee it, but we may have one January 1st. Because these things are just coming just frequently and more out the blue. Because we didn't even know anything about this unless, you know, it must have crossed our mind, but we didn't really speak too much on it. But now, you know, I'm like, oh shit, we are going to have a blood moon this year. Okay, so right there, they're more frequent. Like we just had a solar eclipse over India, over there in the east, I believe like 2 weeks ago. So the Most High is making his moves, man, and things are getting ready to get real bad out here. Mark our words. But it says a supermoon means the moon looks a bit bigger than usual since it's a bit closer to the earth. It says because of the orbit of the moon is not perfect, a perfect circle, the moon sometimes is closer to the earth than at the other times during its orbit, according to NASA. It says, but on average, supermoon will appear about 7% bigger and about 15% brighter than a typical full moon. Okay. It says Old Farmer's Almanac reported that there will be 4 supermoons in 2022. Okay. So anyway, man, yeah, so I mean, it's just straightforward, you know. And matter of fact, if I go to the YouTube here and type in end time events, let's see what pops up. Oops. I think my man Jason there, he puts out some good videos. Let me find a better one. Let's see. I think he still does videos, Jason A. Yep. He does good videos. It says mystery is shaking across America and biblical events in 2022. That's the spirit. He's went into it too, you know. And if you go on his page, it's just a lot of worldly events, a lot of cataclysmic events, from volcano eruptions to chariot sightings to earthquakes to tsunamis to wild thunderstorms to etc. Okay, it's no coincidence that we had a heat wave all this week and it's set to subside tomorrow, well, Friday, when a storm commences. But just to show you here that we're in them times, brothers.
In Santiago in Chile, a partial eclipse could be seen. Let's take a quick look. This partial solar eclipse was seen over the Andean Mountains. It's the first of two partial solar eclipses in 2022. The second one will occur on the 25th of November. We won't see another total solar eclipse until...
Oh shit, so you got two solar eclipses and two lunar eclipses within the same month. Okay, that's what I was talking about, that solar eclipse that was over India, I believe. That was like the 1st of May. Okay, that was literally, I want to say, last weekend. Now we have a lunar eclipse this weekend. Okay, now we have another lunar eclipse November 8th, and then another solar eclipse in November 25th. So you see how that works? Wow, I didn't even put that together until I looked at this video. Call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know?
Two partial solar eclipses in 2022. The second one will occur on the 25th of November. We won't see another total solar eclipse until, well, it's not long, 2023.
America is done.
Well, did you know that in 2 weeks we'll be able to see a total lunar eclipse?
For the second year in a row, the full superflower blood moon will be back during the month of May. Last year it was toward the end of the month. This year it will be on Sunday, May 15th.
I mean, that's straightforward. You can't get around that. That's straightforward. So judgment is getting ready to commence, man. I mean, that's just point blank period. I mean, if you can't see it at this point, then Joker's on you. So anyway, let's get straight to the precepts real quick. And I got another video too I wanted to do on this. This was some eerie shit too, man. These signs, man, is all around us. If you can't see it and you niggas want to be in a new covenant so bad, then hey, hey, good luck to you, you know. But once Yahweh Shai come back, that's when all things are going to be restored. All right, then we can boldly claim that. But you niggas are still in your sin and your folly, and you talking shit. It's a bunch of reprobates, man. But whatever. Anyway, this is the book of Joel 2, and I'm going to start at verses 28. And it says, "And it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. And your sons and daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall dream dreams," okay? "And your young men shall see visions." This is happening all across the board. The Most High can use heathens to have visions and dreams, man. Same thing with Balaam. Hey, look, he saw the kingdom of Israel. He saw us in our glory, and he marveled and wished greatly he can partake in that. Okay, but it wasn't for him. But nonetheless, the Most High can give you, like he gave Pharaoh a dream. He gave Nebuchadnezzar a dream. But hey, who was able to break it down? The visions. Daniel was able to break it down. And also, well, the writing on the wall, Daniel was able to break it down. And Joseph was able to break down a dream for Pharaoh about the 7 years of famine and the 7 years of plenty. Okay, so the Most High does give heathens dreams, okay, and visions. But the men of the Lord actually break these things down. All right. But it says here, "And upon my servants and upon their handmaids, in those days would I pour out my spirit, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, and blood and fire and pillars of smoke. And the sun should be turned into darkness." Okay, we just had a solar eclipse, and we're going to have a full one in totality that's going to cross out America in 2024. So things are getting ready to happen, brothers, man. Spiritual powers is on the way. Healings is on the way, okay? Things are getting real strange, man, okay? And healings and spiritual power and those things are on the way, brothers. We just got to hold on, man, and have faith. Trust me, we all need healing, okay? Definitely my ass, you know. But anyway, it says, "The sun should be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come." Okay, and that's the solar eclipse, man, and lunar eclipse. And it says, "And it should come to pass that whosoever should call on the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai should be delivered." Okay, and this proves that this ain't talking about everybody, which you Christians don't understand. It says, "For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, and as the Lord have said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call." So this is for the elect. Okay, you see, they'll read that in Acts the 2nd chapter, and they'll stop right there. They don't go down when it says, "Ye men of Israel, hear these words." Okay, they don't go into that. They stop it there because these nations, mainly Esau, so desperately wants to be included in our salvation. But look, Negro, you in your salvation, so you can just bat out of here with that. All right, one last precept. This is the book of Sirach 43:6. It says, he made the moon also to serve in her seasons for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. Okay, so if you know the beginning of creation, all right, we know how the Most High, or the angels, or the powers, or the Alahims, okay, which is the hopeful elect, Lord's will, I was part of that aided in the creation. We created the heavens and the earth through the order of Yahweh, or the Most High, the Father, okay, under the guidesmanship of Yahweh Shai. We put the ornaments, we created everything, we hoovered upon the faces of the deep, okay, because the chariots were here from day one. But nonetheless, these signs were put in place since the beginning of time. It says the moon also served in a season for declaration of times. Okay, we're in the end now. Okay, so that moon is a sign, and a sign of the world. Okay, for the moon is a sign of feast, a light that decreases in her perfection, and the month is called after her name, increasingly wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven. Okay, so the point I wanted to make was in verse 6. He made the moon also to serve for a season and a declaration of times, man. One more precept, then we gonna end it. Lord's will be edifying. Sirach 9, second address 9 and 1. I haven't brought this out in a minute. It says, and he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that this is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. Okay, so this is it. Therefore, when you should be seeing earthquakes and uproars of the people, and that's Satan, because as I'm doing a lesson, this bugged out demon upstairs is banging. I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Lord's will, I'm moving out of this joint hopefully in another month. I'm getting up out of here. Lord's will. But it says, therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the beginning that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and end, the end is made manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works ending in effects and signs. And everyone that should be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby he have believed. Okay, so anyway, brothers, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and a Baba.